Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'm doing this peachy colored look, so let's get on to it. So to begin with, I'm going to start by using a primer to close up my pores, and I'm going to use Makeup Forever Step 1. I tend to concentrate this product around my cheeks. Right here is where I have the biggest pores of them all. I swear I could swallow someone with the size of these things. I put it on my nose and my forehead. And I do it on my cheekbones as well, because if I apply highlighter there later on, like it does, depending on the highlighter that I use, it can look quite, like it can bring out the texture of my skin, and I try to avoid that so that the area looks smooth and everything glides on right. So I put it on the highest point of my non-existent cheekbones. Then I use my Revolution Pro Prime Aqua Priming Base. And then I move on to the foundation, and today I'm using Huda Beauty's Full Filter Foundation in the shade Mocha. I need to find a new foundation. That's what I need to do. I've been using this foundation too much. I need to just like explore and discover new things. Yeah, anybody knows any good foundations, let me know, because I know Estee Lauder's like amazing obviously, and Lancome's incredible, but I need something different. So now I'm going to move on to highlighting and contouring, and I'm going to use the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer to highlight, and it's in the shade Amande. And then to contour, I'm going to use Revolution's Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C17. Then again, I'm going to use my beauty blender to blend all that in place. Then I'm also going to use it to contour my forehead and my chin and jawline, and my nose too. To contour my nose, I'm going to use a smaller angled brush, because I just think it's better than a beauty blender, clearly. To set the areas of highlighted, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Then I'm just gonna dust any excess powder away. Now to set the areas that I've contoured, I'm gonna use my Covergirl Queen Collection bronzer in Ebony Bronze. And then I'm also going to use that round where I've contoured my nose, but ever so slightly, because it is so red. Like you only need a small amount for it to show up. So now that I've done that, I'm going to also blush, and I'm going to use this sleek cream to powder blush. It's called Amaryllis, and I used it recently and it's grown on me slowly, so I'm just going to like use that one. Then to highlight, I'm going to use my Revolution Vivid Baked bronzer in Rock On World, and then I'm also going to pair it with this Milani baked blush that's called Rose Doro. It's supposed to be a blusher, but it's got like, I don't know, I don't like glittery blushes, and I realized when I bought it, it was really glittery, so I tend to use it when I want more of a rose golden kind of tone in my highlight. And I'm going to mix it with this bronze one. They're quite close in color, so they look really pretty together, so I'm going to use those two as my highlighters. And then on my nose and my Cupid's bow, I'm going to use my finger and just mix the two colors together. Okay, so now that we've done the entire face, I'm just going to set it all in place with Revolution's Pro Fix Setting Spray. Then now we're gonna start on the eyes. To begin with, on the eyes, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. So I'm gonna use my Revolution eyebrow pencil in dark brown. And now I'm just cleaning up those eyebrows with the same concealer I used earlier. And I'm also applying a bit more as the base for my eyeshadows. Now for my eyeshadows, I'm gonna use mainly, or try to use, these two palettes here. These are the Revolution Ultra Metals eyeshadow palette and the Ultra Neutrals eyeshadow palette. I've had them for ages. I haven't really used them, so I think I've used them like once. So I'm gonna use these because I'm sure I can find the colors that I need in here. So I'm gonna start firstly with the Neutrals one, and I'm gonna use this color right here as my transition color. Then to deepen that, I'm gonna go with the color right beneath it. Oh my gosh, I forget how pretty this color is. Then I'm now going to create like a half cut crease from the inner corner of the eye going outwards, and I'm gonna use Warm Honey by LA Girl, the concealer, to create that cut crease, because it is a little bit lighter than the concealer that I use underneath my eyes, and I want the color that I'm gonna put on top of it to really show through. And because I don't want it to dry before I get the eyeshadow on there, I'm gonna go ahead and just put the eyeshadow on right now before I do the other eye. And then I'm gonna go for this color here from the Neutrals palette again, that one there, right there. And I'm just gonna tap it onto the concealer. And I wasn't gonna do this, but I think I've changed my mind now. I want to now add a bit more concealer and just make it a full cut crease all across the eye, but I'm gonna add a different color coming from the outer corner coming inwards, and it's gonna kind of ombre together. On that corner right there, I am going to apply from the Ultra Metals palette, if I can open it, this color right here. And then I'm gonna drag that color a little bit over the top of the first color that we had added on, because I wanted it to kind of go over it, over the lighter champagne-y color. This is more of a pink champagne here that we added on. And now that I've added it on there and it's shimmering, I feel like I have to kind of add something else over here that's shimmering. Oh, this is stress. So I'm gonna go into the color right next to it there, from the inner part of my eyelid going outwards, because now I feel like it's uneven and it needs to be evened out. And lastly on this, I'm gonna kind of go into the crease and add this brown right here, right in the crease, just to deepen it a little bit and give it, I don't know, there's not enough depth there right now, so I'm just gonna add a little bit there. So I'm gonna also apply on my lower lash line this color here, and then I'm gonna also deepen it a little bit with this brown here that I applied last, and that will be all on the lower lash line. For my eyeliner, I'm using Gigi Hadid's East Coast Liquid Eyeliner, which I will do off camera because it's gonna take me ages and I have to have the mirror like right here, so I'm just gonna do it off camera. So now while I wait for my lashes to dry, because I put mascara on and I put my eyeliner on, I'm gonna highlight my inner tear duct, and for that I'm gonna use the same highlighter that I used earlier. I think it looks pretty, but I don't think it's adding any highlight in there. So going back to the Metals palette, I'm gonna use that color right at the end over there to highlight the inner tear duct. Yeah, so I guess that will have to do. I can't see too much of a difference in the colors, but that will just have to be it. Now I'm gonna move on to my lashes, and I'm gonna use these Glamify Lashes. They're like hella wispy. They're my favorite lashes right now, and they are the GC6 lashes. And that's the lashes done. So I'm gonna now do the other eye off camera, and then I'll be back to do my lips, and that'll be it. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done the other eye as well. So I'm gonna move on now to my lips, which is all that is left. And for my lips, I'm gonna use this NYX lingerie lipstick. Well, I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's like this nudie color. I'll leave everything, when I find it, I'll leave it all in the description box. I don't know if I'll make it glossy or not, but right now I'm just gonna apply this, and then I'll probably line it up with ColourPop Pitch Lip Pencil, which is a brown, and then I'll see where I go with that. I look crazy right now. I actually look like a mad woman. Imagine if this was me done. Like, I'm finished, guys. And now I'm just gonna add the lip liner ever so lightly around the sides. Man, this lipstick is unpredictable. I really don't know why this lipstick never wants me to do well in life. Like, I don't know. I think it's alright. I just would have preferred it to dry up a bit. I don't know. Am I crazy? Am I crazy for wanting to turn it glossy now? Like, I'm just not loving it like this. So yeah, I'm just gonna add a small, thin layer of lip gloss, and this one is by Miss Sporty, and it's called Marvelous Mocha. It's like my favorite lip gloss. It's like the go-to lip gloss for me. Guys, I think peachy pinks are my colors. Seriously, I'm so happy with this eyelid right now. But I love the way this look turned out. See, this is what happens when I'm being lazy and I'm like, I can't be bothered, I don't want to do a video just in case it doesn't turn out right, and I have to scrap it, because I've been doing that a lot recently. I've had so much time on my hands, but every time I do a video, I'm not satisfied with it. I'm glad, even though it's like hella cloudy outside, there's no sunlight or anything, I was like, you know what, I'm still gonna do it, and it turned out good. I'm so happy. Yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did, or I'm enjoying the product of this video. And if you did, please don't forget to like the video, please subscribe, share this video with your friends, family, aunties, uncles, sisters, brothers, friends of sisters, I don't care. Share it with everybody, guys. That'd be appreciated. And wow, lipstick on my teeth. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You're so appreciated, and I hope that I will see you soon, my sister.